Picture this. You are sitting courtside. The tension in the air is so thick you could cut it with a knife, and every single person in the stadium is holding their breath. This wasn't just a tennis match. It was an absolute war of attrition. Welcome back, guys, and today we are breaking down every single heart-pounding, nerve-shredding second of that epic do-or-die third-round showdown between our very own Alex Eala and the absolute powerhouse Caty McNally at the WTA Canadian Open. If you thought tennis was just a polite game of back and forth, this match completely rewrote the rulebook. It went the full distance into a third and final set, and honestly, both players left every ounce of energy they had out there on that court. Post-match, Alex herself admitted in her interview that it could have easily gone either way. She was super honest about it, saying that when a game breaks down this tight, it really just comes down to tiny moments and a little bit of luck. The sheer respect she showed Caty McNally was incredible, because let's be real, Caty played out of her mind and gave the crowd an absolute show. If you looked closely at Alex's face right after the final point, you could see just how much she had to suffer through to get that W. She was literally fighting back tears. And can we talk about the crowd? The energy from the Filipino supporters packing the stands in Toronto was a massive, massive factor. Hearing those cheers echoing through the venue gave Alex that extra push when her body was screaming at her to stop, especially since she was dealing with a nagging foot issue that definitely looked like it was giving her trouble throughout the match. So let's roll back the tape and break down the absolute chess match that went down in that final set. To understand how high the stakes were, we have to rewind just a bit to the middle of the second set. The score was sitting at 5-4. Alex had a golden opportunity right there to close it out, make it 6-4, and punch her ticket straight to victory. But Caty McNally completely flipped the script. Girl had a relentless never-say-die attitude. Out of nowhere, Caty started stacking up points, largely capitalizing on unforced errors from Alex's side of the court. Caty was just relentless, forcing Alex to overhit and spray the ball wide. Now, normally, if you get locked into a long rally, you'd bet your bottom dollar on Alex because she thrives in those extended exchanges. But not today. Caty was matching Alex shot for shot, matching her tennis IQ, and completely holding her ground during the marathon rallies. Then came the turning point of that second set. Alex served, Caty returned it deep, and as Alex tried to attack down the left side, the ball sailed just wide. Boom. Point McNally, bringing the second set to 7-5 in favor of Caty. Since Alex took the first set, that meant one thing. We were headed to a deciding third and final set. The pressure was turned all the way up to 100. During the changeover, Caty got a well-deserved break while Alex stepped off the court to get her right foot checked out. Fans watching live were definitely holding their breath, wondering if the injury was going to derail her momentum. But thankfully, in her post-match presser, Alex assured everyone that her foot was completely fine and nobody needed to panic. And just like that, we were into the third and final set. Caty McNally served first, and right away, it was game on. These two were trading heavy blows in another one of those signature long rallies. Alex suddenly switched things up with a wicked flat stroke right down the middle, a brutal shot. Caty managed to get a racket on it, but Alex followed up immediately by targeting the center again, and bang, Alex draws first blood to win game 1. 1-love. Moving into game 2, Alex steps up to serve, and Caty doesn't handle it cleanly right off the bat. We start seeing this gorgeous display of cross-court ping-pong from both players. But Caty shows her brilliance by reading the play, covering the center instantly, and sliding a deceptive, soft flat stroke right down the middle that Alex just couldn't track down. McNally is a certified problem on the court, let's be real. But Alex locked right in. She answered back with a barrage of blazing fast down-the-line shots, hitting them back-to-back with serious heat. Caty started looking visibly frustrated, letting out that sigh of defeat as Alex's blistering pace forced her into hitting wide. Right after that, Alex steps back up to the service line and rattles off 2 consecutive points purely off the back of dominant, highly effective serving. She was completely dictating the rhythm. But remember, Caty McNally is as tough as they come. She refused to fold. Through a series of punishing rallies and aggressive baseline strikes, Caty fought her way back, taking control of Game 3 and making it 2-1, then pushing it to 2-all. Game 4 was an absolute masterpiece of court coverage. Alex unleashed heavy cross-court forehands from left to right, But Caty scrambled, absorbed the pace, and threaded a gorgeous down-the-line winner to Alex's left side, completely neutralizing Alex's attack. Then, Alex serves. Caty fires back an incredible 1-2 combo to the right side that leaves Alex frozen. But Alex refuses to back down. She dials in, hits a laser-guided down-the-line winner that leaves Caty completely out of position and off balance. Point Alex. The battle rages on, deadlocked at deuce, 40-all. Both players are painting the lines with exquisite cross-court placements, making each other run a literal marathon. Finally, Alex cracks a shot to the left side that Caty simply cannot chase down. Error on Caty. Alex serves down the line, catching Caty leaning, though she clips the net on one, but she secures Game 4 to pull ahead 3-1. Game 5. Alex is returning, and both players are trading tricky slice shots back and forth. Caty tries to cover the center to seize the advantage, but Alex pulls off a stroke of genius. She redirects the ball instantly to the left side, catching Caty totally out of position for the winner. But tennis is a game of momentum swings. On the very next service from McNally, Alex struggles to handle the return and coughs up an unforced error. Then another, and another. Alex starts spraying a few shots wide as Caty puts the pressure on. Caty snatches Game 5, narrowing the gap to 3-2. Game 6. Alex serves from the right side, hammering a fast down-the-line shot. But McNally is right there to gobble up the points. Alex tries to attack the right side again, but the ball drifts just out. 30-love to McNally. But watch how resilient Alex is. Caty covers the middle to try and capitalize, but misses her target wide to the left. You can see the frustration flashing across Caty's face. Then, boom, Alex unleashes two back-to-back razor-sharp serves that Caty simply cannot handle. Error after error from McNally brings the score right back to 40-all. What follows is pure adrenaline. A brutal exchange of cross-court and down-the-line missiles where neither player wants to give an inch. Finally, the rally breaks. Caty blinks first, sending her shot wide. Advantage Alex. Serving to the mid-left side, Alex reads Caty's overextension on the return, instantly snaps the ball down the line to the right, and watches it fly past a stranded McNally. Incredible. Alex takes Game 6, pushing her lead to 4-2. She was literally just 2 games away from sealing the deal. Game 7. McNally steps up to serve and pulls off a thing of beauty. A gorgeous drop shot disguised with a flat stroke. Alex scrambles like her life depends on it, tracking it down brilliantly, but unfortunately, her desperation return sails just out. McNally serves again, and this time Alex gets jammed up by the heavy spin, dumping her shot straight into the net. But Alex fires right back with a venomous cross-court left-hander, followed immediately by a fierce shot to the right, making Caty run side to side until she cracks. Still, McNally claws her way back, making it 40-30. McNally serves, covers the center like a hawk, and drills a winner to the left that Alex can't touch. Deuce again. McNally follows it up with an unreturned serve, stealing Game 7. 4-3. Caty was refusing to go away quietly. Game 8 of the final set. The intensity was reaching an absolute fever pitch. Both players are trading blows, testing each other's mental fortitude. Caty eventually blinks in a long rally, sending her shot wide of the baseline. But McNally answers right back, forcing Alex to net her return. It was blow for blow, heavyweight style. Then, Alex takes charge during a grueling cross-court exchange, drawing her opponent left and right. With a sudden burst of speed, Alex snaps the ball right into the open court, catching McNally completely flat-footed. Another long rally ensues, players hammering the cover off the ball, until, thankfully, Caty finally cracks under the relentless pressure, sending another ball wide. Point Alex. The score jumps to 5-3. Alex was now just one single game, just one step away from closing out this exhausting, brutal match. Out in the stands in Toronto, the Filipino fans were already starting to buzz with celebration, though everyone knew the job wasn't finished yet. Game 9 of the third set. 5-3 on the board. Another marathon rally kicks things off. These two must have lungs of steel because they are showing zero signs of fatigue, launching powerful cross-court lasers back and forth. You could literally see the fierce determination written all over Alex's face. She tries to uncork a massive shot down the middle, but it drifts just wide. Point to Caty. Then, Another long rally where Alex gets caught on the defensive, struggling to handle the insane depth and spin of McNally's cross-court barrage. Alex drops a couple of points due to forced errors, putting the score at 40-15 for McNally. McNally serves, pins Alex to the left, and when Alex overextends, Caty fires it right back to the open right side. 5-4. Caty pulls within striking distance. Game 10. 5-4. This was it. The moment of truth. And thank goodness Alex was the one serving. She steps up, fires a clean serve to the right, and immediately dictates play by pushing Caty wide to the left. Caty buckles under the pressure and makes an error. 15-love to Alex. Then comes the sequence of the match. Alex serves and immediately ignites a dazzling display of court generalship. Cross-court to the left, quick switch, cross-court to the right. Look at Caty McNally scramble. She is running herself into the ground, trying to chase down Alex's relentless firepower. Alex is dialed in, completely locked on the prize, hitting the ball with incredible velocity and depth. Yet somehow, magically, McNally is still tracking them down. But Alex, fueled by sheer grit, decides to end it right there. She suddenly fires an unexpected, lightning-fast flat stroke right down the middle. Caty is completely caught off guard. She doesn't even move. She has zero chance of getting to it. Pure genius strategy from Alex. 30-15. The crowd is roaring. Alex steps up to serve again, hammering 2 straight rockets to the right side. The second one is too hot to handle. Caty's return flies wide. 40-15. Match point. One single point stood between Alex Eala and a massive victory. Alex tosses the ball, unleashes her serve, and Caty fights with everything she has left, but her desperate return sails long, landing just outside the baseline. It's over. The second the ball goes out, all the emotion pours out of Alex. You can see her breaking down, tears of sheer relief, exhaustion, and triumph welling up in her eyes. What an unbelievable battle. She survived an absolute war against a phenomenal competitor in Caty McNally. And right there at the net, the mutual respect takes center stage. They share a heartfelt embrace, 2 warriors acknowledging the incredible heart and skill they both brought to the court today. Final score, 6-4 in the third set. Alex Eala takes the match and punches her ticket straight into the round of 16 at the Canadian Open. And get this, waiting for her in the next round is none other than world number 12, Belinda Bencic. What a ride. Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. Guys, let's talk about how insane that match was, and tell me how you think Alex matched